Thousands of young men in the West are waking up and making a decision. Change your diet, change your workout, change your style, change your face if you can. Copy the East and call it Chinamaxxing. But what is it really? Where did it come from? And why is it spreading so fast? Let's start with the basics. Chinamaxxing is a portmanteau, part internet slang, part cultural movement. It combines the word maxing, short for maximizing, with a direct reference to Chinese, or more broadly, East Asian identity. The term lives in online communities dedicated to self-improvement and aesthetics. Think Reddit, TikTok, Discord. It emerged around 2022 and 2023 in spaces where young men obsess over looks, fitness, and social status. At its core, Chinamaxxing means adopting East Asian physical traits, habits, and aesthetics as a model for self-optimization. We're talking about slim physiques, defined facial structure, minimalist skincare, specific haircuts, and lifestyle patterns associated with countries like China, South Korea, and Japan. To understand Chinamaxxing, you need to understand Looksmaxxing, the broader movement it came from. Looksmaxxing is the practice of maximizing your physical attractiveness through every available means: skincare, bone structure exercises, posture work, hair, even surgery. Within that world, some users began pointing to East Asian men, particularly South Korean and Chinese public figures, as examples of a specific aesthetic ideal: slim, angular, low body fat, flawless skin. A look shaped by genetics, diet, culture, and increasingly by Korean skincare culture and Chinese fitness trends. Then came the viral content, before and after videos, Chinamaxxing transformation posts, young men in the US, UK, and Latin America documenting lifestyle changes inspired by East Asian habits: green tea, high-protein, low-fat diets, specific workouts, stoic discipline. The algorithm loved it. The audience grew. The term stuck.
So why now? Why is this resonating with so many young men in the West? Part of it is practical. East Asian dietary habits, particularly Japanese and Korean, are consistently linked to lower obesity rates and longer life expectancy. Science backs this up. These are observable, real-world results. But there's also a cultural dimension. Many participants describe feeling disillusioned with Western lifestyle norms: processed food, sedentary life, the glorification of excess. East Asian culture, as they perceive it, offers a countermodel: discipline, minimalism, long-term thinking. And part of it is purely aesthetic. In the age of K-pop, anime, and global media, East Asian aesthetics have never been more visible or more desirable in Western popular culture. Chinamaxxing is, in some ways, the male self-improvement response to that visibility. Of course, this trend doesn't exist without controversy. Critics argue that Chinamaxxing flattens an entire continent of diverse cultures into a single aesthetic commodity, stripping away real identity, history, and nuance to feed a self-optimization algorithm. They call it a form of cultural appropriation packaged as self-improvement. Others disagree. They see it as cultural appreciation, evidence that East Asian cultures are genuinely admired and influential on the global stage. Some East Asian commentators have embraced the trend, viewing it positively as a shift in how Asian identity is perceived in the West. And then there's the psychological layer. Researchers who study online male identity movements note that Chinamaxxing, like Looksmaxxing more broadly, can veer into obsession, body dysmorphia, or extreme thinking when taken to its logical extreme. Is it self-improvement, cultural exchange, or something that deserves more critical attention? The answer, like most things online, is complicated.
What Chinamaxxing ultimately reveals is something deeper than a fitness trend. It reflects a generation of young men searching for an identity, a model of masculinity, health, and discipline in a fragmented, overwhelming information environment. They're not looking east because of politics. They're looking east because they see something that works. Whether that perception is fully accurate or shaped by idealized content and algorithm bubbles is worth thinking about. But the conversation is happening. Millions of people are engaging with it, and that alone makes it worth understanding. Chinamaxxing, cultural trend, identity experiment, internet phenomenon. Call it what you want, but it's not going away. So now you know what it is. What do you think? Let us know in the comments below, and subscribe for more deep dives into the trends shaping youth culture today.